All right, guys, hello and welcome to this special video. I'm actually quite honored here to have my good friend and chart analyst, Zak Mir, who actually, he does a number of our videos on crypto and on Bitcoin. And in fact, Zak and I just did a whole hour, I think an hour and 15 minutes covering the major charted stock markets, Bitcoin, gold, US dollar. So again, if you haven't seen the member video, go ahead and watch the member video now. A lot of information there with again, Zak's analysis and my analysis. And in this video, I'm going to ask Zak his views on Ethereum. Should be quite interesting. Join us. Hey guys, welcome back. So Zak, out of the cryptos that you watch, actually you tell me, which other crypto do you watch the most other than Bitcoin?
Well, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Cardano, and Solana. But obviously, the big two are Bitcoin and Ethereum. The surprise and the shock of the last few months has been the way that you look at them week in, week out. They've hardly moved at all, and it is difficult to see whether it's the calm before the storm. The bottom of any market tends to be busy, not quiet. If you're a technical trader, you're really looking to see whether there's any divergence between Bitcoin and Ethereum, whether Bitcoin's leading Ethereum or the other way around. We've had periods where Ethereum's been stronger and Bitcoin weaker. At the moment, I would say Ethereum looks a little bit stronger, even though it hasn't really done very much within the context of the low volatility. And that's really the situation. But I would say my main thing here is waiting for the next big news and the next big move. We're in a neutral pattern. Say anything now, I think, would be excessive when you're literally looking at a flat line.
So Zak, going to the charts, generally, as far as Ethereum is concerned, for the next few months, are you looking higher or lower in terms of the price action? Or are you looking are there any specific levels you're watching on Ethereum chart? Are there any specific things that catches your eye, any specific levels? Or what are your expectations in the next couple of months going to December?
Yeah, basically, I suppose the simple thing is probably between, you can see the recent range on the daily chart, 1400, the 50-day moving average. Otherwise, 1200 is we had a little dip down to that earlier this month, so got a nice neat range there, and we have it doesn't look worse than being a sort of sideways neutral market, not one that looks like it's going to fall anytime soon. So I think that's the difference perhaps between Bitcoin and Ethereum, that with Ethereum it looks like the glass is half full near recent lows, whereas with Bitcoin it almost looks like it's toppy below 20,000.
If Ethereum did break resistance at the levels you mentioned, what do you think are the levels Ethereum may go up to, like in the next couple of months to the end of the year? Are there any specific targets that you think it may rally into? Sorry, if it breaks resistance, which is not confirmed yet as we're making this video, but let's say it breaks resistance. What was that at 1400? Was it?
Yeah, well, the 50-day. It was quite simple, almost as simple as it can be. But the 50-day moving average is around the 1400 level, and we've not been near. We haven't broken the 50-day line since back in September. We went up to around 1750, something like that. That is also now the area of the 200-day moving average, which is falling 1750. So really, we're just waiting for let's say a bear market rally on Ethereum, but at least it's a rally.
Let's say we get a rally on Ethereum. Are there any specific levels you're potentially expecting as a target let's say by December? If not,
no. So the best case scenario would be 1800 by December. If everything, literally from this week on, everything, the wind was sailing behind it, etc., etc. So I think that would be my best case scenario. I'm not expecting now much price action below 1200 if that happens at all. For me, I use the RSI, and that's been rising. I think it's probably the same thing with the MACD indicator as well. So just looks as though we're due a little bit of a rebound, even if we then fail after that. But next move up rather than down.
Yeah. So 1200 is a support level, key support level for you. Am I
Yeah,
right?
there was a brief dip below there, down towards there earlier this month. It came right back again. It was a one-day dip, which is a nice sort of cork and water type of rebound, and that suggests that there's going to be a little bit of there's buying interest, below 1300 down towards 12.
Just out of curiosity, if we broke support at 1200, where do you think Ethereum might fall into?
Yeah, the nightmare scenario is to back to where we were in June, July, which was $1,000. But what's interesting is if you compare that with Bitcoin, we're now basically trading at or below where we were in June and July. So that was, let's say, $19,000, and so Bitcoin is at the equivalent of $1,000 or $950 as compared to Ethereum. I don't know if that helps at all, but it's much lower in terms of where both markets were in June. So there's been a 20% divergence there. If you like either of them, the one to like is currently Ethereum.
Okay, thanks very much indeed, Zak. Really appreciate it. And guys, do check out Zak's Twitter feed and handle. That's at Zak's Traders Cafe. I'll put it in the description and the link to his Twitter. Thank you very much, Zak. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.